thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thank you very much. Now the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Knicks, the forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
And Barrett gets it to go.
There's a strength to R.J. Barrett that belies that thin frame. He's got toughness and the willingness to absorb contact.
Now, here's Dort. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, Dort. Following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Jump ball. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Randall from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out defended by Randall. Pass to Williams. Puts it up from 12. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Brunson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far. Randall finds Brunson. New York moving it around. From deep three-point range, New York with a new 14. Here's Grimes. Buries the 20-footer.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 3. Pass to Giddey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unselfish, and he's got excellent passing skills. Pretty play there.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And the Thunder making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Hart. Shoots over Dort. Hart, that's good. 107 left to play here in the first.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor. Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And that is one of Derrick Rose's signature moves. May not be as fast as he once was, but boy, that explosive first step remains.
Joe good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The pass to Pokusevski. Here's Joe. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, that's a smart pass by Alexei Pokusevski. This guy handing it off to a ready shooter. Nicely done.
From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose with the block. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points. Pass to Hartenstein. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
25. The Thunder. 23.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
The Knicks with the lead. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Joe in at the 1. Randall with the bucket.
Boy, that is some big-time range on display for Julius Randle. Okay.
Joe passes to Holmgren. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Holmgren. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
And New York making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor, and he's showing it. He's just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Joe. Here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Giddey. The 15-footer, good. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Thunder trailing by 8. 27. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
37-29.
Giddey with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
So both teams making some changes here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
There's the drive. It's Dort on the wing. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Dort's got 6.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year, and for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Here's Dort, following the score by Derrick Rose. Pokusevski with the bucket.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokusevski, a big who can shoot it.
Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Passes to Pokusevski. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And so here is Oklahoma City. 6-point game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
This guy's got a lean frame, but he is willing to mix it up. Draws the foul there. Nicely done, Alexei.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Hartenstein. There's the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The shooting fundamentals are real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the foul on Derrick Rose. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Hartenstein. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 8 now for New York.
Knicks lead, 47-39.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Knocked away for 3. Hands it from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the young fella knocking down the 3 to answer on the other end. Wow, go ahead, Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Thunder, 42.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the New York Knicks.
This game is close right now. They have a big advantage with the bench. I mean, if their reserves can keep this up and this kind of level of scoring, Shaq, it's going to be hard to beat them.
And if you're the starters, you get paid like starters. Don't let the bench guys outshine you.
No, it's a team effort. Everybody's one unit. Don't look at it starters, bench. It's us against them.
And now let's jump to the Rookie of the Year race and see how it's shaping up.
Well, I'm not surprised to see Paolo Banchero making this kind of impact. Young fella can do it all.
He fits the mold of the modern-day big. Lots of skill, but plenty of power to his game as well. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. You know, one thing Greg the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. The pass to Holmgren, and it's Giddey in the corner. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Giddey. Buries it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Took him no time at all on that one. Randall's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Count that one. Barrett's got 9.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's Giddey. The Knicks making the shot. Outside, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
From 10 feet out, and again, it's New York.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
The shot's good from Quickly.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead. And that means his teammates are delivering.
Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Rose. Quickly with a wide open look. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. And they're trailing by 10. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Dort wide open. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You can just see the development of Lou Dort's game. Gets himself into that in-between area and makes it look easy.
Drills the three-pointer. Hart's got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren with the steal. And it's Giddey in the corner. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
From deep, Rose. And again, New York with the triple.
And as he's tried to preserve his body to play a complete season, Rose has begun to lean more on that outside jumper.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Back right after this. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Lou Dort, so Williams out there, and it's Pokusevski in at the center position. Joe Good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort.
74-68.
Here's Joe. Again, the Thunder score.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And obviously Essentially, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points. The Knicks leading by 8. Oscar Robinson. Here's Barrett. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 14 points for R.J. Barrett. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter.
Give it up right now for the Knicks, Breaker Dancer.
Has checked in for the Thunder. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. We'll see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Boy, this guy's confidence from the outside is growing and growing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the three-point shot.
There's Rose with the 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Rose. Here's Hart. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
From the arc, and Fournier is good for 3. Fournier's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
When you make a 3 on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Knicks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Julius Randle.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Knicks lead.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander getting to the in-between game, taking what the defense gives him.
The shot's good from Sims.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, D-Rose. The energy of this crowd, these fans, the chemistry, how does that give you a boost?
Oh, it's been great. You know, when we're on the bench, we're going crazy for the first 5. I mean, when I'm on the bench, I go crazy for the first 5. And whenever I sub in the game, I try to get the energy of the crowd, and it's been fantastic.
Well, Derek, you played off of it tonight, man. Great performance. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Julius Randle.